Welcome everyone. I am Sadina PS. We, Group 7, is presenting the project Earthquake Emergency Command System according to cloud computing methods before you. The members presenting the project are Huda M, Rajat K, Sadina PS and Jayshankar KT. This project contains objective, introduction, literature survey, system analysis, feasibility study, requirement specifications, system design, status and future work, conclusion and references. The main objective of this project is to solve the problems of slow information acquisition, low processing efficiency, weak information storage and communication ability in earthquake rescue. An earthquake emergency command system on the basis of cloud computing and Internet of Things are referred here. Data can be applied to earthquake prediction and the earthquake emergency command system. Constructed combining cloud computing and Internet of Things technology has a good feasibility. Now, let me present the literature survey before you. Comparing the paper name of paper 1, it's a new deep learning based approach for earthquake triggered landslide detection from single temporal rapid eye satellite imagery. The paper name of paper 2 is System Identification and Prediction of the Social Earthquakes Burst in Human Society. The paper name of paper 3 is Precursory Pattern Based Future Extraction Method with a Selected Cart Approach for Accurate Earthquake Prediction. Talking about the keywords of paper 1, they are deep learning, landslide detection, remote sensing, convolution neural network, Landsnet and rapid eye. About the keywords of paper 2, they are scaling behavior, self-organized criticality, neural networks and system identification. The keywords of paper 3 are earthquake prediction, pattern discovery, time series, precursory pattern and cart. Moving on to the objective, paper 1 contains that to examine the feasibility of a new deep learning based approach to intelligently detected and map earthquake triggered landslides from self-temporal rapid eye satellite images. The objective of paper 2 are the investigated the vast burst in social system by statistic analysis, neural network as well as sparse identification. It sheds light on the study of wars or conflicts from perspective of data science and dynamic theory. The objective of paper 3 is experimental results on 2 historical earthquake records of the Changing Grace and Voodoo Mabian seismic zones of China demonstrate the effectiveness of the proposed precursory pattern based features with the selected cart algorithm for earthquake prediction. Moving to the working of paper 1. First of all, a standard data pre-processing workflow to automatically generate training samples was designed and some data augmentation strategies were implemented to alleviate the lack of training samples. Then, a cascaded end-to-end deep learning network, namely Landsnet, was constructed to learn various features of landslides. Finally, the identified landslide maps were further optimized with morphological processing. Coming to the working of paper 2, based on time delay reconstructed phase space, a modified radial basis function neural network is used to predict the number of wars and transformation of the historical stage. It shows that the prediction result matches quite well with the real value for the following two historical stages. Furthermore, by singular value decomposition and the sparse identification algorithm in time delay coordinates, the coefficients of the candidate functions in identified system can be solved from a sparse regression problem. Coming to the working of paper 3, the raw seismic data is firstly divided into fixed date time periods, and the magnitude of the largest earthquake in each fixed time period is labeled as the main shock. The precursory pattern is a part of seismic sequence before the main shock, on which existing mathematical statistics features can be directly generated as seismic indicators. Based on these precursory pattern based features, a simple yet effective classification and regression tree algorithm is adopted to predict the label of the main shock in a predefined future time period. So that's all from my part. Now I introduce Rajat K to take on the next topic.
Hello, I am Rajat K. Our main project is Earthquake Emergency Command System according to cloud computing methods. First topic is system analysis. In existing system, based on multivariate data monitoring, they proposed University Earthquake Emergency System. The decision-making method include analytical hierarchy process (AHP), linear regression method, earthquake disaster simulation and expert assessment. It is found that system can respond more quickly and reasonably. Xu et al. 2020 proposed the mapping method of template matching in order to quickly make earthquake emergency map. The method can update the template after an earthquake using the information in the earthquake model to automatically draw an emergency map. Finally, the reliability of this method is verified by case study. Ahmedabad et al. At 2019 evaluated performance of earthquake stress command. Headquarters in Alborz Medical Science University in Earthquake Accident and Disaster Risk Management found that command headquarters responded timely and could make effective decisions. At present, there are many researches on earthquake emergency system, but most of them focus on the disaster management after the earthquake. Next is problem statement. Reduce the damage caused by earthquake. Help to reduce the loss of earthquake region. As the important tool in earthquake emergency command system is valued by the country. Solve the problem of an untimely information sharing. Solve the problem of mass data storage and incomplete data mining. Solve the problem of insufficient emergency decision information or blocked information sharing channel. Next is proposed system to solve the problem of slow information acquisition, low processing efficiency, weak information storage, and communication ability in earthquake rescue. An earthquake emergency command system on the basis of cloud computing and IoT. First, the cloud computing technology is introduced. The traditional earthquake emergency command system built by cloud computing and IoT is analyzed. Then, based on the satellite remote sensing data, the characteristics of the middle wave infrared remote sensing data before and after the recent earthquakes in China explored. Subsequently, a new earthquake emergency command system is built based on cloud computing and IoT technology, along with the data from the satellite, middle wave infrared remote sensing. Finally, the feasibility of the system is evaluated. The revaluation result of the emergency command system based on satellite remote sensing data, cloud computing, and IoT is good. Data can be applied to earthquake prediction. The earthquake emergency command system constructed combining cloud computing and Internet of Things technology as a good feasibility. Second topic is feasibility studies. Here, technical feasibility is the process of validating the technology assumptions, architecture, and design of a product or project. It is technically feasibility. Economic feasibility is a kind of cost benefit analysis of the examined project which assesses whether it is possible to implement it. It consists of market analysis, economic analysis, technical and strategic analysis. It is economically feasible. Next is operational feasibility. In traditional earthquake command system, in case of earthquake, if the earthquake parameter input are matched, the system will provide similar earthquake rescue solution according to existing information. If there's no matching case, the system display invalid or solution needed to be improved or changed, which will cost a lot of time and labor. While the earthquake emergency command system on the basis of cloud computing and IoT can provide real-time data at site, even there is no matching solution, the emergency decision can well adjust decision solution. Next is a table showing that both the operational and economical and technical feasibilities are possible. Next, I am inviting Hudayam for taking the topic requirement specifications.
I am Hudayam. Now I am going to discuss about the requirement specification of our project. In this section include the functional requirements, non-functional requirements, hardware requirements, software requirements, basic structure, use case diagram, data flow diagram, and entity relationship diagram. First of all, functional requirement. The functional requirements include information management, prediction and early warning, decision assistance, emergency guarantee, command and dispatch, simulation drilling. Information managed function is built to realize backup, forwarding and processing of earthquake data. Non-functional requirements. It is a requirement that specifies criteria that can be used to judge the operation of a system rather than specific behaviors. They are contrasted with functional requirements that define specific behavior or functions. First one, availability. This is perhaps a wider covering attribute because it subsumes other concepts including security, performance, integrity, confidentiality, reliability, dependability, and others. However, for this topic, we will just go over reliability and dependability attributes. Firstly, I would briefly describe availability as a feature of software, meaning that is ready to carry out its task when you need it to be. In a broad perspective, availability builds upon the seven concepts of reliability that encompass the notion of recovery, which in a few words means when the system breaks, it repairs itself. Availability also entails dependability, referring to the ability of a system to mask or repair faults, such that the cumulative service outage period does not exceed a required value over a specified time interval. Second, correctness. The correctness of a system refers to agreement of program code with specifications, independence of the actual application of the software system. The correctness of a program becomes especially critical when it is embedded in a complex software system. Maintainability. Maintainability is equal to suitability for debugging and for modification and extension of functionality. Then fourth one, usability. Usability is concerned with how easy it is for the user to accomplish a desired task and the kind of user support the system provides. Here are the hardware requirements that we used for our project. We need 3.19 GHz Intel Core i7-8700 processor, 16 GB RAM, 120 GB hard disk, and we also need monitor and Android smartphones. We use mouse and keyboards as input devices. And here are the software requirements that we use for our project. We use Windows 10 as operating system. We use a software called eCognition. It is used in high resolution remote sensing image processing. We use the technology cloud computing and IoT. We use the tools Open Nebula and Green Cloud for this project. This is the basic structure of the emergency command system. The design of the system has 6 layers including physical layer, transmission layer, virtual layer, service package layer, application layer and user layer. The physical layer includes hardware, for example, computer equipment, network equipment, IoT sensing equipment, site monitoring and data acquisition, and server storage equipment and software. Transmission layer is the communication network combined with 3D wireless technology and optical fiber. And the virtual layer visualizes the information required by emergency commands such as the data on the basis of GIS. The relative power spectrum and the difference of brightness temperature in satellite infrared remote sensing data based on the wavelength decomposition is analyzed by GIS and monitor the data including video information to conduct classified management and constructs virtual pool to realize computing, storage, resource gathering and sharing. Service layer is processing layer that transfer the resources of virtual layer to concrete prediction analysis and decision assistance. And the system application layer transfers information format through service oriented architecture and processes various information businesses in order. And last, user layer connects various emergency parts through standardized service access and invocation interface. This is about basic structure. And this is the use case diagram of our project. In the use case diagram, the admin we see the admin can log in the emergency command system and admin can select the function, manage information, predict earthquake and also predict the strength and nature of the earthquake. Admin give command and dispatch to the rescue member and also focus and give early warning to the rescue member and give alert for rescue team. And also the admin predict the strength and nature of the earthquake and give information to the rescue members about the nature and strength of the earthquake. Data flow diagram. Data flow diagram level 0. Here admin log into the emergency command system by giving the user ID and password. After login to the system, admin moves to the home page. In home page, there are 4 options for the data collection. First one, information management. Second, simulation exercise. Third one, forecast and early warning. And fourth one, command and control. Data flow diagram level 1.2. Through information management, we collect data as image before and after earthquake. We collect data through georeferring and we construct an overlay satellite and distraction images. Then second, through simulation exercise, we find out the earthquake magnitude, earthquake area and earthquake time. Through this specifications, we construct a model. And next one, forecast and early warning. Through forecast and early warning, we have rescue forces and large machines. Through rescue forces and large machine, we have rescue resources. Then command and control. Through command and control, we have the post-earthquake needs like tents, drugs, foods and water. Data flow diagram 2.1. The overlay satellite and distraction images and the model we constructed and the rescue sources and the post-earthquake needs. We simulate and run an earthquake. And at last we visualize the results. This is the entity relationship diagram of our project. The ER diagram shown in the figure is provide seismic related information to assist disaster assessment. Useful information includes seismic fault locations, population distribution, resource distributions, building characteristics, road information and quake history. Together with collected real-time disaster statistics, the information system can support a more accurate disaster assessment for a better distribution for rescue and relief resources. Earthquake management system is designed to support resource and information management for the rescue mission in a catastrophic earthquake. Now I am inviting Jayashankar to continue the other sections. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. Now I am going to discuss about system design. System architecture diagram of information management application of the earthquake emergency command system on the basis of cloud computing and IoT. Information management application architecture combines virtualization of cloud computing to construct storage system with a different stratification as shown in figure. It includes user access layer, storage device, data management and data storage layer. The working principle of the project is: first, the cloud computing technology is introduced and the traditional earthquake emergency command system built by cloud computing and Internet of Things is analyzed. Then, based on satellite remote sensing data, the characteristics of middle wave infrared remote sensing data before and after the recent earthquakes in China are explored. A new earthquake emergency command system is built based on cloud computing and IoT technology along with the data from satellite middle wave infrared remote sensing. Finally, the feasibility of the system is evaluated. The algorithm of the project is: step 1. Analysis of earthquake emergency command system according to cloud computing methods and IoT. In earthquake emergency command system on the basis of cloud computing and IoT can provide real-time data and cite if there is a matching solution. Even there is no matching solution, the emergency decision can well adjust decision solution. Step 2. Seismic satellite remote sensing data analysis based on wavelet decomposition. Step 3. Surface brightness temperature value analysis based on satellite infrared remote sensing radiation. Design of the earthquake emergency command system on the basis of cloud computing and IoT. Step 4. Wavelet analysis result of satellite remote sensing data. Step 5. Analysis of temperature difference of satellite thermal infrared before and after earthquake. Analysis of infrared anomalies in seismic middle waves. Step 6. The feasibility of the system is evaluated. Step 7. Stop. The input description is: the design of the system has six layers, including physical layer, transmission layer, virtual layer, service C layer, system application layer, and user layer. Physical layer includes hardware like computer equipments, network equipment, IoT sensing equipment, site monitoring and data acquisition, and server storage equipment and software. Transmission layer is communication network combined with 3D wireless technology and optical fiber. Virtual layer virtualizes the information required by emergency command, such as the data on the basis of JES and monitored data to conduct classified management, and construct virtual pool to realize computing, storage, resource gathering and sharing. Service layer is the processing layer that transfers the resources of virtual layer to concrete prediction analysis and decision assistance. Service application layer transfers information format through service-oriented architecture and processes various information businesses in order. User layer connects various emergency parts through standardized service access and invocation interface. And then output description is based on the needs of users and various functions in the system module. The design of the output interface of the system in this study includes user login, function selection, information management, prediction and warning, command and dispatch, simulation exercise. The output system interface is shown in figure. Next, I am going to discuss about status and future work. We will continue to work on an overlay layer as an application to interconnect the islands of the disaster hit networks of mobile phones. This application will provide the capabilities of end-to-end connectivity for TSNs and DTNs. Further research is needed, particularly in the area of developing scheduling plans for enabling hotspot creation while preserving the battery power of the smartphones. The study is aimed to solve the various problems in earthquake rescue, cloud computing, and IoT are applied in the design of earthquake emergency command system. Based on satellite infrared remote sensing data, first the change characteristics of surface radiation, brightness temperature difference, and relative power spectrum before and after the occurrence of earthquake analyzed. The data roll before the earthquake is found to provide the basis for the accurate prediction of the earthquake. Then, based on satellite infrared remote sensing data, an earthquake emergency system of cloud computing and Internet of Things is constructed and explored. AHP is conducted to the system from the perspective of the earthquake emergency department. It is concluded according to fuzzy rating that the system has better grade score no matter from the elements of the technology, economy and system. Hence it reveals that the system has certain feasibility. Although the study provides better development direction for earthquake command system. Earthquake has complexity and there are various problems in earthquake rescue. There may be limitation in realization of the functions. More and better functions of the system are to be imagined and developed. These are the references of the paper. Thank you.